8 balls of today's topic. I'd like to let you all know I've been actively working on my Mickey Mouse impression, so please let me know your thoughts. Pluto! So with that out of the way, I'm going to show you all of my analytics from my lifetime of being on YouTube and almost a decade of being on Twitch.
Okay, Chad, so let me just say, I've never seen the analytics. I've always tried to dodge it specifically for the React today, okay? I've always tried to dodge it. If I saw it on my TikTok or Twitter, I always scroll past it so y'all can see. I always thought Moist had one of the best streaming rooms on the internet. Chad, best streaming room on the internet? Oh, we'll talk about it after. Chad, this is pretty dope. This is pretty dope. But Chad, if you've seen it, don't say what it is. If you've seen it, don't say what it is. But Chad, I am gonna guess that he's made at least $10 million off of all this, because he's been doing it for 10 years. And you gotta think the first couple of years was him grinding. He's got to be at least 10 mil. Chad, if you don't know it, don't say it. Best streamer on the internet is Dino. Wait, no. Let's go.
Now,
right, let's see.
the reason for this is, a week ago I made a video called I'm Turning It Off, and in that video I'm explaining why I'm disabling any and all means of people having the ability to donate money to me. No more super chats, no more YouTube memberships, for all intents and purposes, no more bits on Twitch. I say all intents and purposes because you can't actually fully disable that on Twitch. Once you start streaming on there, you're fucking shackled to the bits ecosystem. It cannot be turned off. So I made the minimum so high that no one can pay it, hopefully, and actively discouraging people from subbing on Twitch as well. Any and all avenues where people could just give me clams, I am just putting the kibosh on. I should have done this a long time ago, but better late than never. Might as well get the farty sharded now. The reason is super simple. I would much rather you keep your money, use it for yourself, or use it for things you deem important, whether it's charitable causes or what have you, but just stop forking it over to me.
Sounds to me like this nigga made his money and is like, all right, I'm gonna let y'all have it back.
Now, since posting that video, there's been a lot of questions and even somewhat of a pushback from other streamers about how, like, this sets a bad precedent where it, like, starts to shame other streamers if they don't follow my footsteps here. Let me be clear, I'm not trying to make a rallying cry here. I'm not your dad. You do what you want with your own streams. Keep donations and subs on out the wazoo forever. I don't care. That's your prerogative. This was just my own personal decision. Obviously, that wasn't like the most prevalent take or anything, but it is a conversation I saw stirring about after I posted that video, because there are some streamers that believe that normal people having the ability to give them money helps them feel included in the community, part of the crew, part of the ship, and it's like integral to the...
Chad, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? I think that, you know, if this is going to be somebody's full-time job, I think, like, obviously this is going to sound crazy, but, like, I don't think it's bad to, like, if somebody wants to, like, donate or, like, even, like, subbing, like, chat, even if you just sub and that's it, that's still, like, fine. But, like, I feel like it gets to a point, like, chat, these people that donate and gift 200 subs, that's crazy, bro. I can't even wrap my head around right now gifting somebody 200 subs, check, because that's almost $1,800. That's where people have an issue with, like, okay, this person is already rich. Why are they giving more to the rich? Like, why are they? And that's the part that, like, I feel like for me, chat, it's more so just people want to, like, you feel me? People just want to support. People just want to help out. People like to be seen. People like to be seen, bro. So if somebody wants to donate their money, I don't think it's a big deal. I don't know why people would say MoistCritikal is setting a... What the hell was that? People are setting a bad precedent. I don't think that's it at all. I think he's made his money and now he's like, y'all keep it and give it to somebody else or give it to charity. Because, like, and I agree, I'm totally fine with that. But me right now, I'm like, shit. Let me get a little money. You feel me, nigga? Let me get up a little bit. But at the same time, like, I don't really ask for subs either. I don't really ask for subs either. Like, if y'all just show up to the streams, if y'all are just showing up to the streams, that's enough for me.
Streaming experience to be able to, like, sub and donate and things like that. I've never really shared that perspective. I've always viewed streaming as content that you are providing to viewers for free. And if someone's nice enough to toss you a doubloon, you tip your fedora saying, "Holly jolly, thanks for the Reddit gold, kind stranger," and move on. But it's not an obligation and no one should feel like they need to be able to give you money to be included in the community. That feels very parasocial to me, but that's just my own view on it. But what I will tell you, breaking the magician's code here, there is no top streamer that needs your financial support to put food on the table or continue providing those streams for you. Also, the bulk of a streamer's income comes from ads in the first place. Anyway, though, I think this stems from people just not really knowing how much money a top streamer can make on Twitch, for example. So let me show you my analytics from my lifetime on Twitch. Now, Twitch analytics are a little wonky here on the back end, so I wasn't able to just set the date range.
Oh my gosh. 14,385 subs, $55,525. Chat, wait a minute. This is January 1st, 2017 to January 1st, 2019. So this is 2 years, gang. Give your allowance to Dino. This is January 1st, 2017 to January 1st, 2019. This is 2 years.
From 2017 to 2025 because it would just freeze. It would just have a conniption. I bet the Twitch HQ server just because it would just wasn't able to just set the date range from 2017 to 2025 because it would just freeze. It would just have a conniption. I bet
this nigga was making that much money? Froze this Twitch app? He was making that much money? He had to say it in 2-year increments? Nah, this nigga, bro, he must have made some chicken.
The Twitch HQ server just fucking caught flame with me trying to do that, so I had to break it up into chunks. So in 2017 is when I really started like actually streaming on Twitch. I had dabbled in 2016, but it wasn't until 2017 where I got like partnered and everything. So from 2017 to 2019, I made $55,500 for those 2 years. And I wasn't full-time streaming at this point or anything. It was just a bit of goofing around, having some fun, and it brought in $55,500. From 2019 to 2021 is when I took it a lot more seriously. As you can see, my time streamed went from 600 hours on the 2
$1.2 million. 2019 to 2021, 288,712 subs.
Years to 3,600 hours, and I made $1.2 million for those 2 years. And this was before my Twitch contract, so the only ads that were running on my stream were like the pre-roll ads, the ones that Twitch would insert themselves. So this was still without ads, by the way.
Hey, one day, Chris,
$1.2 million, almost 1.3. Then I got a Twitch contract which necessitated a certain amount of ads, 3 minutes of ad time per hour. And from 20
3 minutes of ad time bumped it up $3 million, 108,911 subscriptions, bro. Holy moly.
21 to basically 2025, I made $4.1 million. And to those astute observers amongst you with those keen peepers, you might notice that my subscriptions are less than half of what they were for the previous 2-year period. So even though I have 180,000 less subs across these 3 years than I did for the previous 2, I still made significantly more. And that is because of ads. Ads are...
Hey, Chad, I'm gonna keep it P with y'all niggas. Hey, I'm cranking my I'm cranking it. Chat. You know, if you ain't sub up, nigga. If you ain't sub up, nigga. Bro, nigga, $3 million in a year, and $3 million in 2 years, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga? I'm cranking my shit up. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? My shit going up, bro. Nah, I'm playing with y'all. But for real, chat, that's crazy. Ad revenue makes more than subs. That's crazy.
For the breadbasket to streamers, that is the jelly to the peanut butter sandwich that is streaming. And keep in mind, these numbers here, the 4.1, the 1.2, those don't even include brand deals or sponsorships. And I didn't have any like ancillary donations, but a lot of streamers do through like Streamlabs for like text-to-speech stuff like that. So that doesn't include any of those other means of making money through the medium. This is solely through just Twitch itself. And I think something important to mention, contrary to popular belief, I am not a top streamer. I am also not even a full-time streamer, and I haven't been for over a year and a half. So my 2020
Wait, so what's he doing now? Is he just chilling? I don't blame you at all. Ads every 5 minutes. Chat, what is Moist doing now? Is he just stream every now and then? Like, he just streams every now and then now? He on YouTube? Oh.
5 earnings, I didn't really put them here. It's about 100K. So another thing to add to the total here. But
Dino knows better.
I'm not even a full-time streamer anymore, and I haven't been a top 20 streamer probably since the fucking Among Us boom. You know, back in the prehistoric internet age now. Like, the Among Us era is the only time where I broached, like, the top 20. I've not been in that ball game for a while, and yet this is still a crazy amount of money, where there is no reason I should be taking money from just normal people working normal, everyday jobs. It just...
Gang. I knew Twitch, like, you can make money off of Twitch. I did not know just regular people were touching M's no subathon. I did not know this many people were touching M's no subathon. Now, mind you, this is not just this people. Like, this is Moist we're talking about, right? So, but like, chat, this puts you into perspective. If one person has like 70 to 100 viewers, what's that ad revenue like? What's that ad revenue like? You feel me? Cause chat, right now I'm making no money off of ads. I'm gonna keep it P, chat. I'm gonna keep it P. My ads at the lowest amount possible, right? So y'all should only be in like 15, 30-second ads. I make no money off of ads. He only streams like once a week too. Bro, this is actually bonkers. It's so many different revenues coming through. That's why Craig carried Mafia-thon and Phase subathons. I remember when subathons were formed to make people want to for full-time streamers to pay rent. Now these niggas doing subathons, bro, and everything, and they making money to take care of their whole family, and if not more, chat. Because you gotta think, there's so many different revenues coming through. Facts, bro. Chat, you gotta think, bro. You gotta think, chat. You gotta think, bro. You got ad revenue, and then you got subs too, bro. So the majority, eventually, ad revenue, chat. If you stream to 1,000 people and they watch, and some of them people watching ads, I don't even know the number for that, nigga. I don't even know the number for that. Do you know one day soon, by the way? You already know it, bro. They doing subathons to buy a new car. Chat, they doing subathons now. You know, and I can't even hate on it, bro. I can't even hate on it, chat. If I could do a subathon right now, I so would, bro. And I'm not saying that because I want to people giving me money. I just want to see, like, chat, one day I will do a subathon, right? I'm gonna keep it being. One day I will do a subathon, and it will be the most dope subathon you ever seen, right? I'm gonna just say that. But right now, chat, I'm focused more on, like, growing. But, like, this makes me excited, bro. Like, I can't wait to be able to make enough money to give back to y'all and give y'all the best content ever right now, chat. Because right now we're doing as many desktop streams as we can. Chat, one day, bro,
doesn't feel right to me. Streaming is the easiest job there is. Hot take, I know, sorry, that was a blistering, scalding magma that I just spewed out there, but it is just the truth. I sit in swamp ass for a few hours every day, well, at least I used to when I was a full-time streamer, playing games, or just yapping. Now compare that Weenie Hut Jr. routine to a normal person who is actually working their ass off every single day in a 9-to-5 environment, grinding in the hopes of chasing the American dream. And then they'll come home, maybe turn on my stream and donate a couple of dollars to me. And it just doesn't sit right with me taking that kind of money.
Damn, that's kind of true though. That's kind of true though, chat. That's kind of true. I'm not gonna lie. He spat facts. He spat facts. That's why I don't ever ask for subs, bro. If y'all want to sub, obviously, if you want to sub up. But like, I see where he's coming from.
Given what I've made from all of this, and I really should have just stopped this a long time ago, especially considering this is just the Twitch side of things. I told you, I'm going to show you my YouTube earnings, so be ready because here it is! Huge fucking
Is that $35,870,022.16. Chat, am I reading that right? He has made $35 million off of YouTube. Total? Chat, I almost just lost it. I did lose it, bro. All from ads? Gang, no wonder this nigga wants to turn his ads and stuff off. No wonder this nigga wants to turn all his stuff off, bro. This nigga touching money that some people will never see in their life. You feel me? Like, this nigga's touching money that some people will have never even imagined touching. This nigga has made money that can literally give his kids money. Now, maybe not that far. But you feel me? Like, Ted, if he did it right, bro, generational wealth, holy moly, chat. Hey, that's total, not at one time. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, that's still a lot of money. Even if it's not at one time, bro. That, chat, okay, let's break this down. He started 2019, 2020, right? 2025, chat, that's 5 years. He made $7 million, roughly, give or take, he made $7 million for 5 years. Wait, $7 million each year starting from 2020. Now he can invest 10 million in liquid assets, 10 years, that'll be like 100 M's. See, now y'all, chat, I don't even know what that means. Liquid? I mean, I know what liquid assets are, but like, bro, this is insane. Not including his YouTube money is even more. So, chat, he's made well over $40 million. He's made well over $40 million, chat. What am I doing with my life, nigga? Chat, I literally told myself the other night, I would be happy if I made $2,000 a month on Twitch. If I can make $2,000 a month on Twitch, I'll be happy.
An unfathomable amount of money. From starting this channel in 2007 all the way until today, I have made $35.8 million. I never even imagined that amount of money was possible to earn without just being born rich. I have said from day one, I got incredibly lucky. I will never be able to put into words just how lucky I got with all of this shit here. I'm not special. I got lucky. I have always said that, and I still believe that to this day. Now, something I saw a lot of people asking after the video I made about turning off all the donation stuff is how much money I'm leaving on the table. Nice. And while it's kind of hard to show it on Twitch considering both subs and bits are technically still on, even though I discourage both and have bits at a point where I don't think it's even possible to use them, I still can't get like a hard number on what's like gone now or anything like that, but on YouTube I can show you directly. So with memberships and supers / gifts, I made over $1 million. Keep in mind, I've only had those things enabled for about a year. There was $1 million in a year from just normal people.
He was streaming on YouTube, right?
People donating it to me. Again, that just doesn't fucking sit right with me. Now I know there are plenty of streamers and YouTubers that have significantly more money than me and have subs and donations on and whatever. I don't care. Like I said, this is not me trying to lead some kind of revolution here where all of them turn it off. It's their choice to make. I wanted to explain fully why I don't want normal people just giving me their money anymore at all. Also, to be honest, I think just full goatseeing, showing how much streaming / YouTubing can make, just showing you the full, unedited, raw numbers is probably helpful for normal people so they can see how much money is in this space, because I think there's often so many question marks from people wondering how much does a streamer or YouTuber make? They'll either say like they're making billions of dollars or they're making nothing. There's never like an in-between because there's never any like really hard numbers to look at. So I think something like this can be helpful for that, especially because over the years I've noticed there's been a multitude.
Had people in that thinking he lived in that little bitty room that whole time. Meanwhile, he got $35.8 million.
Of creators that have come out and tried to like underplay how well off they are financially because they believe it could be somewhat of a brand risk where if they are perceived as being someone that's very rich well, maybe their audience wouldn't like them as much because they're no longer relatable. It's just something I've seen here and there over the years from a bunch of different creators, and I just find it a bit
Oh, Kai
disingenuous.
makes
So hopefully
money,
something like
bro.
this can help show that
Big money.
if someone is in like the top sphere of YouTube or Twitch, they are very, very well off financially. Anyway, though, if you add both of these numbers up, I've made a total of $41.3 million. But that's not to say that's what I have. Now, I do live in Florida, which means there is no individual income tax. Big time Florida W right there. And I know, I'm big time gushing grannies, Florida glazer. I've lived here my whole life. And that is something.
He looked like the type of nigga to live in Florida. I'm gonna keep it. He looked like the type of nigga to live in Florida. Like it's just like when I think of a Florida nigga, this is exactly what I envision right here. Someone look like this. You feel me? Like it's either chat. They either look like this or they look like what's his face? This rich nigga with all these cars, big house. He's swole. This is exactly. There is no in between, bro. I feel like no regular people live in Florida. Like I feel like, and if they do, they not living in like no like you feel me like Miami. Chad, where you see, Chad, am I tripping? Y'all see what I'm saying though?
Something very nice about it. But it's not to say that the tax man comes in
Definitely,
gentle
Florida
with the
got
lube.
facts.
He still goes whole hog raw. It is still brutal when the tax man comes a knocking. He'll blow up your guts. And
What?
that's just the way that the cookie crumbles. Obviously, a good chunk instantly
Yeah,
goes
Sam.
to taxes. There's also like salaries for the people that I pay on my team, other expenses, and also for the first 4 to 5 years of me earning money through my YouTube channel, I donated every single dollar to charity. So while I may have earned $41 million over the course of my time online, I don't have nearly that much.
Why,
But I
Chris?
still have more money than I will ever know what to fully do with. And I actually thought it would be kind of fun to go through like a deep dive on what it looks like. You know, taxes, expenses, all that kind of thing to see how it all breaks down. But maybe that's a topic best left for a different video. So for now, I'll probably just conclude it here. Hopefully this was insightful. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya.
Okay. Look, Adrian reacted to it. Chat. This nigga, 41 M's.